Kirtik
Yeah,
in
go
problems
for it. Have a
here.
crack. Oh, the gyro completely wrapped around on Slardar, Jakiro, and the Rubik comes in. He does grab the bounty rune, and he's being a speedy little devil, trying to get away, but dead in the end. So first blood for the Slardar down in this off lane. Triple bounty rune, though, it looked like there. Maybe even quadruple bounty rune for VP. That's very true.
They're not as fast, not as tanky, and yeah, I think they're gonna have to play lane, whether it's unfavorable or not.
Yeah, Notice just putting the Iron Shell on himself. Well, that mid lane, though, look at Lumpy. Gets in on top of Squadix, the Flame God, and the Sleight of Fist, the toss back. Does that buy enough space for Squadix to stay alive? And he's gonna die. FNG's gonna die. Lumpy's still alive. Looking across all three lanes as people are like 10 HP. Notice they're dropping low up top as well. So FNG dies down south as I think the Elder Titan was trying to stop the lane shenanigans that are happening down there. And I try and chip away at him. I was keeping my eyes on that bottom lane, and every time, FNG's kind of giving his life and giving space to the gyro to farm. But
Moose in trouble.
Blood grenade. Inkswell straight onto Moose. Down he goes. That's the thing. Jakiro gets ever so slightly out of position. He's just dead to that.
Yeah, they do have a strong lane in their own right. They just can't rely on the creep Iron Shell. FNG again pretty far out here on bottom lane.
Steps up. He's trying to be this forward bodyguard. The line in front of Kiritich does get the trade kill at least. So good for the gyro here.
He got the trade kill because the Hellbear clapped the Rubik and took all his HP away. Getting some help from neutral.
Thankful for it. Healing up another tower now as well with that bonus regen. Armor dodges the stroke of fate with a sleight of fist. He's still surrounded by 3 heroes though. Look at him. He's not going to stay alive against this. Elmisha has come in to try and trade back. Squadix blood grenaded, but not enough damage. And now another turnaround with FNG lifted up, the Inkswell and the stun still there onto Elmisha. A final touch of damage should finish him off to claim the life of the Rubik.
That's some crazy rotations to mid at minute 4 here, coming in. Big action, VP rotating 2 heroes. One looked like it was just going to be a bottle refill, but Squadix called, no, we go and fight on bottom rune, we kill this guy. And correct read, the Ember couldn't get away.
Yeah, believe in the process. Believe in Pyke. A rotation from Lumpy up to top. Set things up on the Darkseer. Inkswell's on him. Let's see if he can get away with this with a bit of heal out of the wand. Another Remnant forward, but Tiny holds them back with the Avalanche. They still finish off the Darkseer as Squadix is unable to trade, and they're going to get dived here now. Dual Breath, another slight chains. Tiny in a bit of trouble, but he's tanky himself. BEASTCOAST to run out of firepower to finish anyone off, but a good rotation from Lumpy here to kind of activate the Clinks, kill the Darkseer, recuperate a bit more out of that lane.
Yeah, some good move. And VP at the same time are going to hold on to their Wisdom Rune here, not going to fall to the pressure. 1 for 1 on the Wisdom Runes here, going both ways, picked up by the Slardar.
A lot of room for this gyro now. Like FNG has come in bottom lane, fed a few times, given the gyro all the free room in the world that he needs, moved off to gank mid, gank top as he makes another move up top. Inkswell over onto the Clinks, dusted up. Pyke, I don't know if he can survive this now. The Iron Shell has a lot of damage, tries to eat one of his skeletons to stay alive. He's barely running away, but Gyrocopter has arrived. In we come with a call down, the nuclear damage from Kiritich, but he's a little bit stuck under this tower now. 4 members of BEASTCOAST surround him, take down the gyro. 3 for 1 trade.
Beautiful by BEASTCOAST coming in. Everybody reacting quickly there to that dive. And Gyrocopter, he thought his team was strong. He thought he could dive in behind, but Slardar, he disposed of the supports there, and everybody already committed so hard to kill the Clinks that they were just out of resources.
Top rune. 8 minutes. Illusion bottled. And Squadix, well, he's got 13 wand charges here. Antares is just annihilated, though, and the Tiny desperately needs a gyro backup. Lumpy Remnants off to the side. The Jakiro dies. Lumpy has moved back in. Oh, risky business here. Gives a double kill to the Gyrocopter. Oh, look at who's lurking in the shadows. The Clinks has come in. Rubik, maybe. Oh, he's spotted, though. FNG with a sentry ward. Knew something wasn't quite right.
Okay, they did smoke close to that observer. I think the smoke was partly visible under the vision, but they were not visible under vision.
Oh, the courier snipe. Moo's kind of scouting with it. Sends it up to high ground and still dies for it, but Lumpy's going to grab that double damage rune. Vitali thinking about the sprint forward. Unable to really turn around and do anything. So bottom tier 1 has fallen. Top tier 1 is being chipped away at by the Darkseer, who's just cutting waves and trying to keep that machine going. Let the creeps do the damage while he's farming jungle camps. And now a bit of space here for Kiritich to go back and lap up the farm elsewhere on the map. There's VP making the first move.
Moose is under vision here, just sitting under a ward and farming.
Straight up gone. Well, hang on a second. Not straight up, just a little bit of delay there as he's tanky Jakiro.
That's why you pick those thick supports so you don't insta-die to a tiny. Again, Kiritich with a good read bottom, utilizing the scan.
Darkseid with like no building damage because he just lets the creeps do it for him. And he does get scouted here. This is the move from Beast Coast. Surge is up for notice, but he's lifted and dragged back into the clinks. Well done by the Rubik there.
Nice TP reaction. Going on Slaughter.
Jump in. Squadix run into the Slaughter. Inkswell with the Avalanche toss combo. ET splitter, not quite enough. Vitali with the one charge is the Bracer barely scraping away with life. And look at
Ember. He has vision on him.
Ember. He sees them. Chains up on the Tiny. Tries to sidestep the Stroke of Fate, but still going to get clipped here with the Avalanche toss combo. Another Sleight of Fist, but no more control really to catch up to Squadix there. But now they've invaded enemy Ancients. Take out some of this farm. So it's like an additional option, right? Like in the case that VP doesn't straight up push that tower, they have that.
In trouble. He's gonna get tossed back.
Right, the Tiny straight in onto the clinks. Well, hang on. Where's the toss back? Didn't have vision, maybe. Squadix still gonna get there with the Inkswell. The toss up.
He's alive.
Splitter landing. The clinks is dropping lower and lower. And in the back lines, there's Slaughter and Ember just shredding through them. Beastco stand their ground and destroy the Tiny. Hunteress down. FNG and Kiritich got to run and hide. Beast Coast don't lose a single soul.
Yeah. Vitali is top of the net worth. He could be a target down here bottom though. Tiny goals.
Yeah. Another initiation. VP bringing the numbers onto a solitary target down here, and it should be a kill for them. Takes a little while. Additional vacuum and a punch from FNG required, but that's a good amount of money now. 1,000 swing towards VP.
Yeah, that's huge for them. Also, killing the Slaughter, you know, makes your carry feel really safe, because that's one of the most dangerous heroes on the map right now. Invis Ember goes in, kills a courier, and backs out.
Yeah, for sure. Like, screw you, Jakiro. Rubik.
Oh,
like, Rubik's
boy.
gonna be stealing magic damage. Oh, jeez. Where did he go?
Grimstroke just TP'd through the gate, and he found the clinks.
We've seen a fair amount of this fight. Fight into Aegis has been quite popular because it's this element of surprise. Beast Coast feels strong. Now, the old Sun Tzu adage, right? Make your opponents think you're weak when really you've got that hidden strength behind you. And Kiritich is going to run straight in here with the help of Squadix, the two-man jump. They've got to vacuum back. Vitali, BKBs, but he's dead regardless. Now, Lumpy's the one in trouble as well. Has to run off to the right-hand side. But this means Squadix can go for another initiation with the Earth Splitter chasing him. Dodges it with a slight, another remnant, but he's out of them now. No more maneuverability tools, and Squadix is back in. Avalanche toss back into the waiting arms of Kiritich, and there it is. That sudden surprise move. Yes, Beast Coast get Roshan. Yes, they get Aegis, but on the run back, they are hunted down.
So Beast Coast are not looking for anything aggressive with it, though. It might lose their Jakiro.
A big difference in the damage numbers. All down to this man here. Squadix, the mid-tiny. The reason why this hero was, what, like second spot in terms of bans overall in the tournament so far, along with Shadow Fiend up in first place, I think it was. It was like hoodwink, right? Everyone was, and Taras is going to get caught here. Just a little slow getting through the twin gate, sadly. And he's going to make them work for it with a Glimmer Cape and a Ghost Scepter. He inkswelled off the Corrosive Haze now and duking through the trees, but inevitable that he will die.
Yeah, can't really stay alive. And Roche may spawn in 15 seconds, so they would like to be in control of bottom part of the map right now. Oh, actually, sorry, it's the top part still. We're still in nighttime.
Trying to make their mark up in this top left corner as Moose gets a couple of wards down, but he'll get scouted out. A toss forward, the takedown.
God.
And a killing spree. He went from 80% to 0 with a crash landing. Courier's flying all over the place as well. Vitali, he's going to move into the pit. Sees FNG straight onto the ET to blow him up. Quick kill. In we go from Beast Coast with the glider on high ground. They've clipped onto the gyro, but Virtus Pro is going to reset, hold their position. Make sure they have this high ground, that little bit of additional vision to see where Vitali's coming from. They spot the Slaughter, cancel his blink. Avalanche, but the BKB runs straight through it onto the Tiny. Gyrocopter trying to get into the back onto the Rubik, while Notice sprints around, and Squadix is still that first point of contact and the primary focus, but there's no real damage being done. VP have held their own. They see the Rubik as well under the vision here. Another blink stun catching Darkseer. SquadX can't finish El Micho off. Macropie is laid down. Notice dropping low, dying on the Darkseer. The Clinks opens up, and Beast Coast, they've lost the Clinks immediately. Curative just comes in, swings out, massive damage. SquadX finds the Rubik on the left-hand side, but this Ember Spirit in serious trouble now. Rubik will buy back, but Curative, Antares, can they follow through on him? Tiny wants to blink again, but he's being clicked and hit by the Rubik and the Skeletons. The buyback from El Micho helps them get a kill on Antares with the Slardar. In comes FNG again with a stomp, though. Enables SquadX, but the Ice Path stops him in his tracks. He can't finish the Rubik off. The crash landing, look at the damage! Destroys the Rubik, a double kill, but dies in the end.
Oh my lord.
What on earth? A scrappy fight. Everyone's dying. FNG,
Grimstroke?
he came back into this one.
I don't think you want to go in, buddy.
Again. A triple kill for Vitaly.
Oh, he just barely gets out, but Slardar on the hunt.
Through the twin gate. Run, my friend. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, hiding behind the trees. He doesn't see him.
Let's see if Kiritich can turn things around. The fates of the Gyrocopter firmly in his hands.
This full
Good
AC.
smoke move here from
Darkseer.
Beast Coast, right onto Darkseer. Tiny's coming to try and save his body, but tosses the Darkseer into the sky. Pops a few heals, but SquadX has to BKB. He's been left to die here. Kiritich being dragged around, thinking about the move forward, but Beast Coast able to hold the line. Keep everyone alive. They even denied a Wisdom Rune in the heat of battle, and they're jumping further, but Vitaly doesn't get the catch.
That's pretty funny. You denied the Wisdom Rune with Slardar. There's a melee deny on the Wisdom Rune. Could you not have picked it yourself? But there's a lot of hectic stuff going on there.
Scardy
Cave not gonna save you against Slardar if he gets there. He's jumped up a tiny.
Half HP Vitaly, soulbound, vacuumed, the wall dropped on them. That's good from Noticed, but the Grimstroke just gets turned on and pummeled. Ember and Slardar just surviving through the onslaught.
So tanky, hard to bring them down here, and they can back up and reset if they want to. Slardar even just creating a puddle, standing in it, 47 HP region. Greaves coming in.
What can Kiritich do with this? Amplify damage. Gleipnir thrown on him. Jump from Vitaly. A lot of damage coming in on the gyro. Kiritich is gone. Gets popped by Beast Coast. Ursula is there onto Lumpy and Moose. SquadX trying to fight in the midst of it all, but they'll die as well. Beast Coast just slapped them out of the game. One win is all they needed, as we were saying, and this might just have been it.
This minus armor coming in from the Slardar, and then Klinks laying into him. Using that Burning Barrage with the Daedalus, he just did so much damage. If you can lock your opponent down, we see the potential here. Slardar still on the hunt, has vision. That was close. They're saying we own this place, in this mid lane. It's gonna be gone in seconds.
Look at the Ember Spirit. The boldness.
He knows, no mid player, no carry player. What are you gonna do?
Sleep me. Oh, I'll take a quick nap by your tier 4s. Don't mind if I do. And straight back onto the barracks. Melee down. Range gone. And quickly onto the tier 3 top. Look at how quickly they destroy these buildings. There's a secondary glyph here for Virtus Pro. I just don't know if they've got what it takes.
They are smoked up immediately here. On the side of Tiny, he has his ninja gear. Okay, it's just ninja smoke. Kill off the banner.
FNG not too happy about things, and SquadX gonna die down in that southern portion of the map. Antares glimmered up for now, but Vitaly and Lumpy, they've got bigger targets on the back to look for. They think about diving the tower, but go for the Grimstroke, the simpler one to begin with instead. El Micho,
Rubik stomping. He's setting up.
He's stomping this ET, a taste of his own medicine, and the Ember Spirit, he's gone by the tier 3 tower. Lumpy, that might have been a little bit too far. Looks like he's okay for now. A good ice path, blink in, crush from Vitaly, and another secured kill. 70 seconds with buyback on the Darkseer. ET Grimstroke have theirs as well, and they are going to have to bloody use them. There's no Tiny for the better part of a minute.
It's going straight for a tier 4s here. Ignoring the barracks, saying that we want something more.
Go straight for the jugular.
Yeah, without Tiny, how can you fight? 400 gold from buyback.
So very difficult. Like, there's bounty runes on the map, but there's no way to get out to get them. No Tiny. Double buyback here from Virtus Pro, so that looks like it's the signal to retreat for Beast Coast. A little afraid. A little respectful. Ember Spirit with the most hero damage in the game now as he's scaled very nicely. And Vitaly, the first point of contact, just BKB's up. Kiritich trying to Satanic BKB, heal himself, but Notice has already died. in the back lines. They've lost Moose the Jakiro, but I don't know if they care too much about that. They've still got their Clinks up and running. Lumpy is able to stand his ground. BKB out to regen, and in goes Vitaly again. The big Blink Crush kills the Gyrocopter off. Vitaly, even if he dies here, knows that the game is over when this fight is done. GG is called, and Beast Coast with a Game 1 victory secures that top 3 spot for them.
Yeah, huge for Beast Coast, so that they can finally sigh of relief here. Good win for them.
That's a scary amount of damage. Like FNG and Kiritich both having to salve up, you're right, just to stay alive in this lane. 2 last hits on your Gyrocopters got to hurt as well. They do put a bit of damage back onto the Visage with a good Cogs trap here. Vitaly getting run out with a Rocket Barrage. Snowball will turn things back around onto the Gyrocopter. Blood grenade thrown. Gyrocopter's going to get this one. Vitaly is stuck in the trees, and first blood is there for VP.
Impossible to run away once that Gyrocopter gets on top of you. The Afterburner gives it a little bit extra speed. He just keeps chasing you down. So good turnaround for them. What was otherwise a pretty hard start to the lane.
Moo's getting the upper hand.
Very hard for Antares to go out because of the hook combo with the Nightmare.
He's dying. Oh, the Cogs not going to save him. El Misha will happily trade his life for this. A kill on the Gyro, always handy, and that's going to push Vitaly closer to level 3. Even more damage from this lane. It's just the fact it's uncomfortable for VP is also a massive factor.
Yeah, pause during the fight bottom here. El Misha in a bit of trouble, maybe.
And he's still going to run forward with a snowball onto FNG. Vitaly with another Soul Assumption will finish him off. And these Fairy Fires from El Misha, and they're keeping him alive with a Magic Stick popped as well. The tower damage and the click from Gyro will take him down in the end. While up at top lane it continues. Pyke has been tossed back into Eidolons. Oh, he pops the one, tries to survive, but the damage from Notice is too much to handle.
This is just what you were talking about. Toss back, and the Eidolons get so many auto attacks in. Bane trying to kill off Eidolons here, but they're gonna split. They got enough auto attacks out, so yeah, good luck bothering the Enigma here. It's actually not even microing his babies right now, so Bane might get some juicy last hits here for a little bit.
That's what it feels like. And another toss back there. Bane sent into the Eidolons. Malefist and earned. A lot of damage coming his way, so another kill there, and great for VP in his off lane.
That's so amazing having the early earn charges here as well. Gonna really help the Enigma get more kills. This top lane is going amazing for them.
A lot of action in these side lanes, and it's only going to continue as I think the Clockwork, come through the Twin Gate. FNG loves this. Early moves. Does leave the Gyro kind of stranded down here, and with the snowball forward, the Shadow Fiend rotation gets on top of Kiritich. Massive damage here to take the Gyro down as SquadX rotates, looking for a trade. The shard's thrown out. El Misha knows that he's dead no matter what happens. And SquadX had to spend a TP while Lumpy still has his. Looks like it's just going to be the walk back to lane though, as the Pyke Pudge hooks out the catapult to try to slow down the push. But with this massive creep wave and the Eidolons, they're going to dive here under tower, looking at moves.
It's a weird spot now though.
Trying to kill Pyke as well. FNG solo killing the Bane, helps out the Zeus get the Thunder God's Wrath, and the toss back is there on the Pudge, throws him into the Eidolons. Beast Coast starting to bleed out here in game 2. Let's see if they can find him. They know he's tucked in the trees there because of the Dar Observer Ward. Process of elimination. He's not gone left, he's not gone down, he's got to have stuck around. Avalanche chucked. Lumpy with that Nightmare dragging the Tiny closer to the Requiem. They get some good damage to kill FNG and a bit of chip onto Antares there, but SquadX, he wants to go for a trade, of course. With Notice rotation, they get the 1-for-1.
Yeah, that's an Enigma showing up as well, and you just gotta get out of there. You can't really fight against this. He still doesn't have level 6 Enigma, but getting close here with this big camp stack being cleared up.
And this is much more VP-esque than we've seen in the previous game and previous games of this tournament from Virtus Pro. A Heavenly Jump gets SquadX away from the Nightmare danger, but the birds have followed him. You said this Visage is great against the Zeus. Gets on top of him and allows the kill, and now the tip is returned. And SquadX was tipping Lumpy earlier on. Gets revenge. Running from target to target, but the shards, El Misha still dead. A high ground vision there.
He picks out
exactly what's going on.
Pings out the ward afterwards, but good toss back play there. Now he is.
Look at FNG, my man. My dude. El Misha is dead to the Thunder God's Wrath, but he was looking like he's dead no matter what. Antares is the trade out as Vitaly runs forward, charging in with the Visage and the Bane, while FNG is just like solo setting up.
Going very close to a Gyrocopter. I think he's out of position right now.
That damage. Substantial stuff. I mean, FNG would love to be level 6 right now, but And he's getting a lot of work done, even without his hook shot.
So unfortunate you get your ward dewarded as well. They placed a really odd ward trying to not have it get dewarded, but since he was nearby, and now a black hole.
How dare you deward me? Notice, just chucks the black hole at little El Misho. And this is the tempo, right? Just keep the pace up, use the black hole, get a kill, move forward. You're pushing top, pushing mid. You're holding out on bottom lane for the Tiny to get his blink dagger. Everything is clicking into place here for VP.
Mid lane we see a smoke here coming in. Tiny, Enigma. Gonna run into Bane, so he's giving his life for this one, but that is another kill.
Wait, the minute 12 level 5. Oh, the hook shot!
SF.
FNG just slides in here, pushes back with the cogs, and gets a kill on Lumpy. Noticed with the double, up to a mega kill streak. Who cares? Move away from FNG's dying body and the corpse falling there. He did his job, got in on top of the SF.
Damn,
BEASTCOAST
is ice cold, doesn't even bottle up his body as he's taking tower shots. He's like, nah, you're dead, buddy. Just let him drop.
Not exactly sure where it's come from, but I guess it's like pear is an unusual shape. You know, it's not straight, it's not round, it's like a bit wonky. It's all gone a bit Pete Tong. Moo's gonna get caught in the cogs here, but is FNG caught with him, or is Moose caught with FNG? As the turnaround comes in from the gyrocopter now, Vitali trying to slice into FNG's clockwork, does get the kill, but Antares and Kiritich on the tail of the Visage, blows him up with the Thunder God's Wrath, and gives vision of Moose off to the left-hand side.
Ooh, he's close.
is getting close.
It's coming.
Thunderbolt is coming to give vision. He sees him on the left-hand side. Neutral creep's not going to give the deny. A double kill for Squadix comes in. 18-8, 5k lead, Virtus Pro. Starting to get back into Virtus Plow mode. Yeah, El Misho. Kill off a sentry. Snowball himself. Only going to drag him closer to death. Inside that Midnight Pulse.
Yeah, Clockwork's still on the hunt here. No point rocket, so he can't scout for himself.
Yeah, Bane slips away. Visage is nearby. And yeah, Pyke's Pudge. Difficult laning stage, still trying to recover. Bottom of the cause in terms of net worth.
It's
but
not
maybe
what you
here,
want. Yeah.
Like if BEASTCOAST can find like a couple of sneaky kills, like snipe out FNG, move on to the gyro. The hook is there, they catch the clockwork, but he hooks back. A little bit of biting from FNG, and the cooldown landing onto Pyke means the avalanche toss will send FNG right onto the Pudge to kill him off. Vitali's dead to Squadix, and Moose is being chased. And on the right-hand side, El Misho's come back in here to try and help the birds to kill the clockwork off, but he is dead no matter what happens after. Is the Bane still running? Has he got back to, got back to safety?
Yeah, he TP'd. Enigma saw him. He didn't black hole him. He was like, you know what? You're not worth my ulti. We'll save this one because now we're getting to a point where they're looking at not gonna get spotted by Zeus here. He does see Zeus.
Oh, SF scene. A gem is there for Tiny. Spots out Lumpy, trapped in the cogs, and the Shadow Fiend is down.
Oh no, the ward is spotting the Visage too.
Oh,
is he gonna be fine? Oh, looks dangerous.
Oh, pop the drums, run away. Vitali, try and save your birds. 500 gold there, handed over by the familiars.
Jarrus been slept. They're trying to combo him.
Nightmare into a hook. Grip is there as well. A fair amount of damage coming his way. And it looks like the gyrocopter just going to die to this move by BEASTCOAST. Very well set up by Moose. Hook shot back in though from FNG. Slicing Enigma right on top of the Visage with the Enigma here. Looking for that black hole towards the back lines, but it'll just be the Visage kill for them.
Yeah, just got auto attack him to death. Last hitting heroes here.
The Visage puts his familiars up at the front. Pudge was there angling, but FNG's dragging wave back while
the gem in danger.
Antares here throws the avalanche, but in comes Noticed with the Midnight Pulse. Black hole onto the Shadow Fiend as well. El Misho's already spent his spells, and then toss into the black hole. You can't escape the event horizon of Noticed in this one. Squadix on a monster kill with that Thunder God's Wrath. Long range damage here. Launching artillery in, but Noticed is getting turned on. They've got Pudge and Visage arriving. Snowball to swing back on the Enigma. A massive kill for BEASTCOAST to claim the life of Noticed while El Misho stays alive. Antares trying to get away from these birds as well. Kiritich and FNG back towards Pyke, and Squadix has made the long run in, migrating to the bottom lane to bring down the Pudge. Looking at the Visage as the next target if they can just get up to the high ground with a toss forward.
The
little piggy. Squadix is sent skywards, comes down for the heavens. The Acropolis was at home, but now he's here to kill the Visage.
Can't run from heaven, especially when a tiny airline's in heaven as well. That's beautiful. This Tiny is doing so much work every single time, dude. Tiny again with the toss backs.
This Midnight Pulse is irritating. And FNG does have the hook shot if he wants to launch it. Right now, just protecting his gyrocopter from El Misho, who got a little bit deep.
That was pipe used and on cooldown now, so bit of a timing here to push with the Aegis on the side of VP.
Beyond godlike Zeus.
That makes sense.
What's SF got? They just bought a Blink Dagger. The hook on another Eidolon. BEASTCOAST just need to try and extend this game for as long as possible right now. Get to that. It's not even just like they need one more item on these heroes. It's needing 2 more items to try and contend with what VP have.
They need so much. Hookshot goes in here.
Great angle from FNG. Kiritich kind of sidestepped it to allow it to come through. Maybe a little deep though now. The snowball buys a bit of time. Vitaly though inside his Midnight Pulse just gets ticked down, and Moose has stepped up here trying to save his buddies. The hook. Pike drags the Zeus back towards tier 4s with a Requiem here. They're going to kill off Squad X. They're taking the streaks down, BEASTCOAST, but they're still bleeding out a little bit.
That's a huge catch, though. They want to get more, but they don't really have the mobility to catch here. But what a nice catch on the Zeus.
Maybe.
Oh, body blocks into hook.
Kiritich, he knows what's going on. He's got to know.
They do it.
And the hook, they drag him back. He gets off his BKB. He is gripped up. Can we get in here with Notice? The Enigma the Tiny will swing back in to kill off Moose, keeping Kiritich alive. FNG's trap Pike inside. The cogs there, a cage, making sure that the Butcher cannot escape. The Abomination's been destroyed, and the black hole's there from Notice. 2 trapped, 3 make it with a toss back on the SF. This is utter annihilation. Virtus.Pro carved through BEASTCOAST here, and El Misho, he'll hand over his life to a triple kill for Squad X.
What a good turnaround for them. We see VP just, you know, they realized, they knew what was up. They felt that the smoke out is coming, so they played towards their gyrocopter. He was tanky enough to stay alive, but a beautiful black hole there for Notice as well. And the damage outward from this Tiny and Zeus, dude.
Yeah, I guess we've got chances of like snowball saves, nightmare saves, pudge hook, puts people out of position. Oh, the smoke break. Awkward for BEASTCOAST. Antares even moving forward, looking for any stragglers here. As FNG walks straight onto Pike.
Can't even beat the TP.
Yeah, not even a chance. Not even going to waste it. He knows he's dead.
They have 2 different cancels. The black hole can be used, of course, but the smaller cooldown of the hook shot could also just come in and stop you, so he doesn't waste it. As they carry down.
Straight up to high ground now. Looks like it.
Out.
Toss back the SF. Snowball, snowball saving mid-toss?
Yeah,
shit, that's incredible. He's still going to die, but that was pretty freaking nice. Lumpy trying to Requiem, FNG very low, but Kiritich just charging into this enemy base. Looking at Moose's Bane and Vitaly's Visage, nothing left to do but try and run and hide, but he's been caught out with the Malefice, and that onslaught of damage from Kiritich's gyro closes out another team wipe. BEASTCOAST hit
their
the deck.
game. They can feel it. That was a beautiful catch again. I mean, nice try to stop the toss out, but ultimately there was way too much firepower on this VP side. Everybody hurt so badly at this point. Enigma, very large. The Zeus, uncontested in that fight. And of course, the gyrocopter is the late game threat. We knew he was going to come here.
And Daedalus delivered now. And not only mid lane of barracks, but top lane potentially opened up for them as well.
Yeah, they're going to repay the...
Do we have hook accuracy stats?
For who? For both of them?
He's got no BKB. Kick the gyro out of here. He's going to get avalanche tossed and killed. The snowball.
He gets tipped for it.
Where's the snowball going? Past his barracks? Cross to an Eidolon that dies. And a hook there's on the Tiny. Antares gets force-staffed out of danger though. And Kiritich with his BKB. Hook shot onto the Vitaly Visage as well. Shred through the cores. Pike's going to try run back to Fountain, will successfully survive, but the rest of your team, they're just dying, not staying alive. Lumpy trying to Ogre Seal Totem back away, killing Antares in the meantime, but that's a 4-for-1 trade, not even breaking the Aegis or the cheese. And Virtus.Pro, game 2 looks like it's theirs. Oh, another hook on a creep. Oh, yes, he's got it.
Get all that farm as the CS. Yeah, ultimately, VP, they're going to be the ones to do it here, going to bring themselves back. And, you know, feel safe that they're not going to be fighting for the bottom placement here in the group. Getting a single win here is going to be all they need. See a black hole, celebratory black hole onto the Pudge. Some high fives.
The stats. Yeah, a few more kills going away at Virtus.Pro.
Full on stat padding mode right now.
Just buy back and feed, buy back and feed. But there we go. Virtus Pro tie things up in that series, 1 apiece. And as we were saying earlier on, Beast Coast had already secured themselves top 3.